Right now?
Yeah, why not? You really want
to fucking pack a bowl and fucking go, man.
You have a dip in your mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna take it out. Someone like boogers on the back of that chair made things.
What? I don't think so.
Are we fucking live or what?
We're live, but you know it always takes like a couple minutes before. And I don't even know like.
Live from Madeira. It's Drunk Live.
I don't even know like who sees this first little portion here. So if you're here, if you're coming in loud and clear, is that right? Let us know.
Loud and clear, fellas.
Yeah, we usually do like what, a couple minutes. Let it fucking populate its thing.
Somebody's already on one.
I guess so. So we're listening to gangster rap.
90s shit.
I love this song. I'm gonna get a little fucking ghetto right now. I'm gonna get a little 7th grade right now. What? I'm gonna fucking sprinkler in this.
So last time we were on, people were saying we were freezing up, so hopefully...
let us know if we are freezing.
We can open up the Wi-Fi room door.
The what?
The Wi-Fi room door.
I thought you said the waifu.
Upstairs.
The waifu. The waifu door. I forgot to tag you in this post. I'm sorry. Did you share it so your fucking friends can join us? So anyway, we are on the precipice of Christmas, which is not always a fun time for everybody. It's not a fun time for us usually. We're kind of assholes around Christmas. We're Grinches. We're Grinches for show. On my shirt is Wesley and Inigo Montoya fighting with lightsabers. I had a choice between 3 and this won the internet vote today. So I'm also wearing a badass hoodie. I don't want to get up and show the back off, but whatever. Whatever.
I'm wearing
this guy in his fucking shirt.
Or dirty.
Oh my gosh, so Death Star talk. Can we talk about like the huge fucking deal that just happened like an hour and a half ago?
Yeah.
Dude, Princess fucking Leia? Are you fucking kidding me? Princess motherfucking Leia.
Well, I was at work and I saw it and it said like breaking news, Carrie Fisher, and I was like, oh my god,
oh, hell
seriously?
No. Hell no.
But then I read it and I was like, okay, so she had like a massive heart attack, but still sad news. So hopefully she's doing okay. And then like the last thing that I read, she was stable, but earlier she was in like critical condition. Scary shit. Sucks. I mean, 2016 has been fucking crazy with like celebrity deaths.
Just like deaths in general.
Heroes and all kinds of shit.
Like all around. Just this has been like just a shit year for everybody, and I think that I don't know. Steve's here. Did you see?
Huh?
Kyle's blind as fuck. He can't see. Steve's here.
Should probably get my fucking glasses.
Go get your glasses real quick. What's it gonna take you? 20 seconds?
Oh yeah, we'll be on. We'll be on, dude. You can eat.
We're usually on for like an hour and a half.
So we're gonna.
Excuse me.
We're gonna go live for a little bit tonight, but we were thinking about going live on New Year's because we're staying home. We're not doing shit, so we're probably just gonna get drunk as hell and go live and probably hang out for like 3 hours and just lead up to midnight.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do like an hour, like East Coast thing from like 8 to 9, so we can hang out with our East Coast people, and then like I don't know what you think for maybe 9 to midnight. We'll just go live for our West Coast people and
we'll fuck around. So
shoot the shit. We'll get drunk. We won't have a Yum Box until next month. But,
no. But as per usual, the Gilmore House is always open for New Year's crashers. So there's places to crash.
Yeah, you could like come over
and
here
there's
and
like
party and like be drunk live with us too. So.
Bar back there that's really fun. And I don't know that we can like show off over here. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be dark.
Yeah, it's kind of dark.
It's dark. Anyway, now we've made everybody dizzy. That's our bar. We just like to get people dizzy at the bar.
So yeah, that was like shitty news today about Carrie Fisher. That kind of bummed me out, but I was just kind of going off like a couple minutes ago a list that I was reading about all the celebrities that we lost this year. Just some of the names are like they're icons, you know. It's just...
Well, and then like you remember the other day I was trying to go over just like the big ones that I remembered, and there were so many that I forgot.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, I totally forgot this person died this year. And then there were some that I thought were this year that they weren't, though. They were last year.
And it was just more shocking because, I mean, here we go. So, tonight, it's been a fucking week. We're going to talk spoilers for Rogue One eventually, but there's a CGI cameo of Princess Leia.
Dude.
In the movie.
You said spoilers eventually. You didn't even warn spoilers now.
I said spoilers. So... I don't really give a fuck. It's been a week, and if you're a fan of the movies, you should have seen the fucking movie. There are people who still haven't seen it. Well, I don't know. Can't handle and get fucking money to go see the movie. Fuck's sakes.
Dude, this shirt is fucking cool.
Anyway,
my boobs, like,
so seeing her in the movie recently, like less than a week ago, this happened, kind of hit home and made me sad. And hopefully she's doing well, because she's got a couple more movies to do. Well, one's already completed, so she's probably got one more after that. Unless she dies in episode 8, I really don't fucking know.
Well, let's hope she doesn't die now, because if that's the case, then we're either going to get a holograph Leia.
I don't know if it's shitty, but just some of the people like Prince and David Bowie and
Alan Rickman.
I just found out that fucking Grizzly Adams fucking died. What the fuck is that?
You had it pulled up. Do you have anything else?
You know, Florence Henderson and
oh shit, I forgot about that. I just said Alan.
Did you say Alan Rickman?
Yeah.
Just
Lemmy.
Yeah, Lemmy died, and just a shit ton of like good talent, good people, fucking icons.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just kind of scary.
Like a lot this year, and I would really
John
like.
Glenn, fucking American hero. You know, he dies. You know, that's kind of a big fucking deal.
I would really like somebody to sit down and like really do the math and find out if this year really had more celebrity deaths.
Yeah.
Than any other year, because I mean, there's people die all the time. People are dying right this minute. Is it just because we know more, because we're more connected, the interwebs and all that shit?
This one's like up there. Like usually, like was it like Time or Life? They'll have like a list of like people we lost. You know?
Yeah.
And I remember like flipping through it. It's like, dude, this could be like a novel. Like how many people we lost?
Fuck,
you know?
right?
Like, it's kind of fucking crazy, honestly. We hope that she gets better, because if we would have lost her, that would have been a big blow.
To me, she's royalty.
So
when you called me earlier, you were like, "Did you hear about the princess?" I'm like, "What?
Fucking Ilsa? Ooh.
What the fuck are you talking about?" Not. I don't know. I thought maybe like the princess.
Dude, the princess.
Well, the Star Wars princess.
Well, Princess Diane is fucking gone, so she's the princess. But yeah, she had a massive heart attack on an airplane.
Apparently.
But her brother came out and said that she's pretty stable now, so hopefully that's good news. So what are we fucking drinking tonight? Are we drinking the same thing?
We're not.
We're not?
I don't think so. You have Union Jack, right?
Yeah, I have Firestone, which is over in Paso Robles, not too far from here.
Union Jack IPA.
Union Jack IPA.
So I went all the way across town, which I guess is not really that far, but here it's far. I mean, I gotta get on the fucking freeway.
We live in a smaller town. It's not like we live in Fresno anymore.
No, but still, across town's across town, and I was right there. But I went across town as opposed to right down the street to go pick out good beer so we can have good beer tonight and this weekend. And I get there, and they have shit. And it's like it's fully stocked. It's not like they're just all bought out because of the holidays. It's like they really don't have anything. We like Stoner Nation. We like the Coronado Brewery. We like all kinds of places.
It's hard to get Stoner Nation in a 6-pack around here. Usually you got to get the big bottles. But
they didn't have
sometimes
anything.
You can find it.
They didn't have anything. So we got like a big 22-ounce bottle of something. I can't remember what it was called, but it was crap. It was really
Archer, what the hell was it? St. Archer?
St. Archer. It was okay. It was like $5 for the 22-ounce bottle.
It was weird because, like, the color, it looked like a lager or something.
It was real bitter. It was like extra bitter. Like, and it reminded me of something. Where are you going?
I gotta toss my chew.
It reminded me of something that I've had before, and I couldn't put my finger on it, but it was gross. So anyway, the only really good IPAs that they had that we were familiar with that I was gonna take a chance on in any way was Sculpin and Union Jack,
which was one of our first IPAs that we got
years ago.
Union Jack.
Yeah,
It's good. It's a good beer.
I like Sculpin. I should have got the grapefruit Sculpin. They were both on sale.
So Sculpin's out of like the San Diego area, Ballast Point Brewery.
That St. Archer's in. I mean, if you like really bitey IPAs, you'll like it.
Yeah, they do like their Sculpin line is IPA, and they do regular Sculpin, which is like a traditional IPA, West Coast IPA, and then they do they have a grapefruit. Is it grapefruit? No, it's not watermelon. It's grapefruit, pineapple,
watermelon,
and habanero.
I thought it had a watermelon.
No, watermelon's the. It's another beer.
I had it at Lost Coast.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so like. It was cold and stuff when we were there, so it wasn't amazing. But I could totally imagine drinking that.
It's like watermelon brown or something.
It was. It tasted like watermelon, but fuzzy like beer, and it was just delicious.
Yeah.
Like. They're up in Eureka, so it doesn't get hot there. But here, they don't bottle it. You had to just get it at the brewery. But dude, if I was able to drink that shit here, it would be a perfect summertime drink for this fucking asshole.
Yeah, Lost Coast. Well, it's like readily available now, but they did. I think it's called like a white IPA. It was called Sharkinator.
They had that
and
too.
It was exclusive to the brew house. Like you could only get it there on tap. And they just now, they started bottling it like last year, but when I first had it, it was really, really good. We've had it a couple times, like we've gotten a couple 6-packs, but there's certain things that you can get up there at the brew house that are just on tap. They're not bottled and shipped out. But I think a lot of, like Lost Coast, you can get Great White, and trying to think, they have a tangerine beer.
And they have that indica or whatever.
Yeah, indica. Those are like the three that you can readily find. And then like Downtown Brown and
Alley Cat. Yeah.
And Pale Ale you can find here and there, but it's mostly like Great White and Sharkinator and.
Well, and if you live closer to the source, so if you live in like Northern California,
or like you can get Lost. You can get Lost Coast beers at like Chevron right around the corner in Eureka. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like when we go there, we just get a big fucking case and get our growlers filled.
Carry a case of like 30 beers down the street to the hotel because we're too drunk, we can't drive. Yeah, I don't know how many other people travel 8 hours just to go and spend a weekend at a brewery and fucking hang out.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. And we found another.
Did you hear Coolio on the fucking radio right now?
We found another brew house up there, Mad River, and they're pretty good. They're smaller than Lost Coast Brewery, but they were pretty good. They had a killer IPA. I think it was like a double IPA. Fucking knock your socks off. You have like 2 of those, you'll be good.
What was the double IPA that I was fucking drunk?
I think that was it. It was Mad River.
At Lost Coast, no. It was Lost Coast double IPA. It was something that they had just like
another one that they just had on tap.
It was, just one they had on tap. Dude, I had like 3 big glasses. I don't even know what that is, like a 22-ounce glass.
Yeah.
I was fucking ripped. Like, I couldn't even really walk back to the hotel. Yeah. Which we stay in a hotel that's like, what, a block away? I was fucking ripped. I was pretty fucked up. And it is like right there, I don't know if you guys know what the Carson Mansion is, but it's literally like we could fucking throw something and hit the Carson Mansion from the hotel that we stayed.
You don't want to do that, though.
Don't do that. In fact, there was like a...
It was a wedding.
A wedding or something there last time, dude, and we were like, almost crashed it.
Oh, now it's a party. Phil's here.
Phil is the norm.
If I was allowed to be naked on Facebook Live, I'd be right there with you. But then again, I may not be wearing pants. That's Just putting it out there.
Nobody ever has any idea what pants we have on. I don't think.
I'm gonna tell you right now, we got the biggest fucking sweatpants on. Known the man. 3X on these fucking motherfuckers right now.
We are wearing some big ass sweatpants. Like they're so big. We can't carry our phone and our keys in the pockets.
They'll just fall off. They'll just fall off. But we always rock the pajama pants like on the weekends and stuff. But we found just regular sweatpants over at Walmart when she went in for surgery, and we were like,
yeah, I had to buy like button-up shirts for my surgery so that like things wouldn't like even this T-shirt is really fucking irritating. So that things wouldn't rub on my incisions. So I have like these big, huge button-up shirts, and we found these.
humongous. Like, okay, so
it's awesome though. So the other night we were fucking drunk, and we were like chilling. We have like this little lounge couch thing that has a big ottoman. That's really it's like a bed in our living room. It's pretty awesome. So we're both chilling on it. Both of our legs are stuck out like this. I told him, I was like, hey, I bet I can get into your sweatpants while you're wearing them. And I got into his sweatpants while he was wearing them.
And
we wore the same pants at the same time, and I wish that the moment was more appropriate because we would have taken a picture and posted it. It was pretty amazing. So if you ever get a chance,
it totally wasn't appropriate though.
Not at all. No. The moment wasn't appropriate, but
the kid was gone for the weekend. It was fucking awesome.
We were fine.
But there could have been probably like another 200-pound individual in the pants.
Dude.
And there might still have been room. I don't fucking know. These fucking pants are
Somebody
huge.
else could be in the pants at the same time. And seriously, like, I wish that we would have tried to stand up and both of us in the pants. Maybe we'll do
It's
that.
like a fucking potato sack race.
In the same pants. So maybe we'll take a picture of both of us in the same pants. But if you ever get a chance, go to Walmart. These fucking sweats
They're just regular fucking like
they're on sale for like $5, so we just bought a shit ton because they're so big and comfortable.
Like
and
you
we
just
bought
see fucking tweakers all around town wearing sweatpants.
yeah, right. We got sweatpants, but we got them so big that it was just like this neutral size that we can both wear. Nobody complains. They both have they all have pockets. We have gray and black. So it's like, hey, where's the sweatpants? The sweatpants. Not mine, not yours, the sweatpants. So we just like
so like sometimes I'll get off
sweatpants.
the couch and they're so huge they like catch on everything. So like one whole leg will fucking like go up, so I look like LL Cool J and shit.
Every morning I wake up with LL Cool J, like up to my thigh.
Like these things are so fucking big, they're like twist around twice. You're like, what in the fuck?
How did this happen?
But
The best part is when we like run to the grocery store or something at like 10 o'clock at night to grab something, and this guy's like, hey, can you hold my keys and my phone because they're gonna pull my pants?
Yep, because in these you don't fucking wear underwear, right? So.
Well, I do. I'm sure.
I know, but I don't want to be walking through Walgreens getting fucking four tins of Danish cookies and have my fucking pants
at 10 o'clock
off.
at night, because that's what we do.
I get a hankering for the Danish cookies. I gotta go to Walgreens.
You know what?
They're fucking buy one get one free, motherfucker.
Okay, but here's the dumb thing.
What?
Okay, so they're $4.99 at Walgreens, right?
Yeah.
And they're buy one get one free,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Everywhere else they're 2 for $5. You think that you're
It's
getting
the fucking principle.
you think you're getting this huge deal, but it's like the same thing. It's like 1 penny less to get
I'll fucking
them
do
at
it.
Walgreens.
I'll do it.
But I have to say, Walgreens is like right down the street, so it's fine. But
And they always have cool Star Wars toys, so I'm fucking there.
let's be real, that's the real reason why we go.
I'm like, hey, get the cookies. I'm going to the toy section. Fuck it.
Usually this guy's fucking arms full of the cookies like all the way out. And then to make matters worse, we always forget a bag.
Oh, the fuck. And fuck you, California, for the bag rule.
No, I like
I'm
it. I
getting
don't have a problem with that at
on
all.
the bags. Always forget the fucking bags.
Maybe you should start remembering them. Like, that's it. Maybe you should start remembering them. Because when I forget a bag, I have to freaking armful that shit, or I carry a big purse and I shove stuff in my purse. Today, I brought a bag to the grocery store, and it's big. It's huge. The bag is huge. I can probably put my kid in it.
Like, seriously, when I go to the store and I forget the bags, like, how cool would it be if humans were, like, kind of marsupials? Because you could have a fucking pouch.
Shove it in.
Except for razors, though. I don't want to fucking cut myself with the razors and stuff. Sharp things. But you could put all kinds of stuff in there. Maybe not the big pack of, like, fucking paper towels or something. We could fit a lot of shit in a marsupial pouch.
Maybe.
I'd fucking do it.
That makes me think of like that, the Jane's Addiction video, the Ben Cop stealing video, where the guy's like wearing a fake pregnant belly and is like stealing loaves of bread and shit up his pregnant belly. But it's not from the top, it's from the bottom.
But
anyway.
Seriously, fuck the bag roll. Until I get used to it, fuck the bag roll.
I really like it. I'm glad that the entire state is getting in on it because we do go to Eureka and Humboldt County a lot, and it's kind of already a thing there. Like, they don't have bags. They won't give you a bag.
See, Phil, he says keep some in your car. You know, I've been saying for 3 fucking weeks I'm going to put some in the car, and I keep fucking forgetting. Dude,
I've been walking around with one in my purse for a month and a half, so
let me tell you, I pay 10 cents per bag. I can fit a lot of shit into a 10-cent bag.
You should have seen all the... I had so much shit shoved into this bag that I had today when I left the grocery store that I had to use both like, pick it up like this and then hold it like a baby to get it into the car. And then, in addition to that, I had 3 things that were bigger. Like, I had a big 2-liter of ginger ale and, like, 2 things of eggnog that weren't in the bag that I had to, like, just shove on my seat. Then I texted Alyssa when I was on my way. I was like, hey, listen for me to pull up and bring out 2 bags. And she did. I honked and she brought out 2 bags and we put them all in and everything was fine. But it was like, dude, by the time I got back, I had bought 2 donuts. One for her, one for me, obviously.
Well, fucking waffle donuts?
No, they didn't have any. If they had those, I would have bought. But I just got regular maple bar. It was like I was already over there and I was invested because I had the little bag and everything ready to go, and I was like super disappointed, dude. So the package.
So I think we hit a fucking milestone.
No,
8 fucking people.
No, we've had like 16. Dude, Sunday afternoons is where it's at. People are doing nothing on Sunday afternoons. They just want to watch 2 people get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't really get drunk on Sunday. It's a new record.
Anyway, so where was I going with this?
I have no fucking idea.
I lost it. It's gone.
So,
tell us. No, this fucking place, Pack and Save, it has this fucking donut, and it is literally like a big ass waffle, like a big Belgian waffle. So it's sort of like Sony made waffles, and they fried that waffle like a donut. Then they covered that waffle in maple bar frosting, like a maple donut.
Oh yeah.
It's a fucking waffle. All they needed was bacon on the top, and my whole life would have been made. But it's amazing, and they're like 60 cents for these fucking waffle donut things.
Pretty good.
So when I went to this store today, I had thought, well, I'm already here, I'll get check them out. There's some other lady there getting a big ass box of donuts. I don't know for what, but it was 9 in the morning. So by the time I got up there, I had my bag, I had my little like plastic hand grippy thing. There was none, so I was invested, so I just got 2 maple bars, and they were good. They were the same. Like, they're like extra fried or something. I don't know, if you're not from the area, Central Valley, California area, you probably don't know what like Safeway is or Pack and Save, but they're really kind of few and far between these days, but we do have one in Madera, and their freaking donut section is amazing.
Double fried means they were fucking made yesterday, and they just came back in the fucking fryer.
And it's awesome. And it's awesome. That bitch. Get her. You're not gonna pick her up?
What else?
Dude,
what else fucking going on?
Pick her up.
I'm not picking up the fucking dog.
Pick her up. Scully.
So, there's a lot of people on here, so like, tell us what you're drinking.
What? Again?
What?
I already said what I'm drinking.
No.
What are y'all motherfuckers drinking? Scully, come here.
Are you guys being douchebags and not
No,
drinking?
don't say douchebag. Come on. Be nice.
Are you guys being conservative and not drinking on a Friday night? But I have a 3-day weekend.
I only know her really far.
I was supposed to have 2 3-day weekends in a row, but
some douchebag decided to work.
My boss insisted that I come in and work the Monday after New Year's, so whatever, I'll go in and do it.
Is that like the same way Java insisted that Mom get into Carbonite?
Yeah. So, so I got a 3-day weekend, so I'm going to get shit-faced tonight, and then not too much tomorrow going on, right? Until later in the day.
Well,
Christmas Eve bullshit to do.
Christmas Eve bullshit to do.
Yeah. But I'm getting fucked up tonight. I'm getting really fucked up.
Phil is taking advantage of the fact that California has legalized marijuana recreationally.
That's cool, man. And you know what? Like, I don't really know my company's policy with it, But maybe one of these days, because I'm not opposed to it, but I just get really fucking paranoid, that's all. Like, if I can find some stuff that doesn't make me trip balls, I'm cool.
I told you gotta get indica.
I'm not opposed to it. It's good stuff, man. And it probably fucking mellowing me out a little bit.
Really, because you're high strung as fuck.
Yeah.
This guy has like the tiniest Grinch heart right now. Scully's hanging out.
I don't know what it is, guys. I'm just not feeling very Christmassy this year. I don't know. So she's been all
I've been
over
really
me to
trying to get it.
Come on, fill it, fill the Christmas and get in the spirit. And this fucking dog will drink IPAs.
She won't right now because it's all the way down to the bottom, but
she will drink IPAs. But I don't know what it is. I'm just not feeling it this year. Like, we got the whole house fucking decorated. I got to set up my Christmas trains. We got the Star Wars Lego advent calendar thing, but I can't fucking get into it. I don't know what it is. I'm stressed out at work. I'm fucking stressed out at home. People are dying left and right and getting sick.
It's been a really fucked up year.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think though that it's coming to an end, and so we can now kind of chill.
The princess is fucking having a heart attack.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started.
But I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel better.
I think you'll feel better once you open some of your presents. Dude,
better gotten some good shit.
This has been like the present war, and I feel so bad. Honestly, though, like, we don't buy a whole shit ton of stuff for each other. But this year, we specifically said, dude, all I needed was a new pair of shoes. Like, that's it. I just need a new pair of Converse. My fucking black on blacks are worn to shit. I always get a new pair every year anyway. Just give me that. That's all I want. This guy just wanted a new pipe, right? So we try to make it even. So in order to make it even, there was a Lego set that I wanted, a yellow submarine Lego set. So we decided, okay, that's approximately the same monetary value. Shoes, the Lego set, and then his pipe were about the same thing. And then we're just going to spend money on the kid and just kind of do Christmas light. Like, we got books for all the other kids, and, we were doing a lot of handmade gifts and stuff for family and all that shit. And then it turned into this whole thing because I bought one extra thing. One extra fucking gift for this guy. One. And now I have 8 gifts. I'd like to know how that equates. But apparently it does. So then, of course, I felt shitty. So there was a couple of extra things that I'd been looking at for this guy. And so I ended up getting them. Even though they weren't really big things. Like, they were just small shit.
Maybe it'll, level out. Well, it's just fucking competition.
I have this huge present over here that I have no idea what it is.
It's badass.
And according to my kid, who was with him when they went shopping, I'm gonna be pissed when I open it.
Yeah, she'll be fucking pissed, but it's fucking badass. It's badass.
Anyway. Oh my gosh, I gotta do. Okay, so your guys' comments are like this big.
I'm reading them on my phone because I can't fucking read that.
I don't.
But you need to hurry up on your beer so I can...
Oh, no, wait. No.
So I can top her off there.
Well, fucking top it off then, man. I don't know. Anyway. So, it's been Christmas wars at the house. And then I feel bad because it's like, I've told my whole family, like, hey, by the way, we're just going to do handmade gifts for each other, for the grown-ups especially, because, I want to get back to what Christmas really is, and, all this blah, 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 fucking talk out my ass bullshit, get back to what Christmas really is. It's fucking calling Constantine to beat up the fucking pagans, whatever. Anyway, I fucked myself. I fucked myself because I made all these, cool gifts, whatever, and then this guy fucking goes and buys me 8 presents, and then I never even get around to the gift that I was planning to make him.
Whatever. Drink your fucking beer.
No, I'm sad.
We're 1 beer in to Drunk Life. Let's fucking go.
Yes, Dylan. Okay, so for anybody who's wondering, the last Dylan book comes out December 31st.
I got the first copy on my Kindle right now. I'm just too lazy to fucking read it.
That's pretty legit right there.
But I'll read it. I'll have it done by the 2nd week of January. That's a fucking guarantee.
Okay, so he got it the same day as all my beta readers got it, and they'll have it done by Thursday. he tries to act like he's fucking cool, but in reality, it's not Star Wars, so it doesn't take top priority on his list. Dude, I scratched the crap out of my face today. I don't think anybody can see it. Right there. And it hella burns. And it's like every time I go move my bang, I don't know. Fuck, keep scratching it. This is Scully. She's a bitch. We adopted Scully like a year and a half ago. Yes, we did. She is a Chorky. Chihuahua Yorkie who is allergic to gluten and chews on her ass and has to wear a sweater when it's cold because she has no hair. And she's straggly as fuck. But we love her and she was on discount. Our local SPCA, they had like some kind of deal going on, not last year, but the year before. Ooh, maybe it's been 2 years. Anyway, so there's this whole deal going on where you get your pet for $28.50 and they're fixed and all that stuff, so that way they could win some kind of grant, and they actually won. So she was part of winning that grant, I guess. So my clearance puppy. She's a good dog though. Although, she picks and chooses when she wants to pee-pee in the house. And also, for anybody wondering, yes, this sweater does have a kangaroo pocket on the back. In case she wants to carry her treats with her wherever she goes.
Misa back!
Yay! And I got this little, Scully is wearing a hooded sweatshirt purchased on Etsy. She's now rocking to Vanilla Ice.
So did anybody tell us what they're drinking tonight?
Phil said he's smoking weed.
Let's go smoke some weed, man. Some nature's herb, man.
What are you doing, Scully?
So, what do you want to talk about?
I would really like to talk full-on Rogue One spoilers, but okay. I need to know that everybody I'm talking to is okay hearing Rogue One spoilers. So if you are watching and you want to hear some Rogue One talk, and Coors Light. Phil's drinking Coors Light.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're ready to talk some
That's a staple in our house, bud. We always have Coors Light, most of the time.
Always have Coors Light most of the time.
Well, most of the time.
Anyway.
Or Bud Ice when we want to be fucking ghetto. Right?
What did we say was Bud Ice?
They're not going to get it.
We fucking come up with some of the stupidest shit, and there's probably a reason that we're married and best friends at the same time. Because I don't know that anybody else would, I don't know anybody else.
Phil hasn't seen it yet.
Okay, well, shit. Maybe we'll hold off. Maybe we'll hold off for Rogue One spoilers till New Year's. Because that gives 2 weeks for everybody to go see it. And everybody should go see it. If you haven't seen it yet, go see this fucking movie. If you have ever seen the first Star Wars movie ever, go see this movie. End of story.
Where the fuck is Andy at?
Where's Andy? Text him.
Can you just tag people in here?
I tried to tag somebody. I think I tried to tag Nikki or something, and I don't think like they get to see it. Nope. Dude, your dog's not drinking today.
No?
Nope, she's on hiatus.
Better start talking.
Why, so you can fuck off on your phone?
Texting people. Join the party. So a couple days ago, our toilet upstairs starts making this noise. And I asked this guy, I was like, what the fuck is that noise? It's like this loud hum. I don't know.
I looked it up online, and people are saying it's like a foghorn sound, and that's about right. It really does sound like a foghorn. I don't know. So when you flush the toilet, but not all the time, sometimes, especially in the morning when it's cold, you flush the toilet, and it's like this loud from the pipes for like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. I don't know what the fuck it is. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out how to stop it. So, when I looked it up online, did Phil just say he needs to do nudist live? Did I just read that right now?
I'd watch it, dude. I'd watch it.
I don't know that I would watch that.
I'd watch it.
I've known Phil for way too long.
I don't give a fuck. I'd watch it, Phil. I'd be in.
I've known Phil for way too long.
Facebook has rules, though. You'd have to throw a leaf over your fucking bird, though.
Well, and like Jessica too, like she's gonna have to put some leaves over her nips. I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I look at like some of Phil's stuff, and I'm like, I'm kind of Phil. Like I could connect with Phil, except for his love of Fords, and I'm a Chevy guy.
That's true.
I think that's the only thing that we differ on.
Yes.
But I have respect for Fords because it was a while ago. I got my truck stuck. Bad. Like it was getting ready to fall off a fucking cliff. And it
was like a 4-foot drop into a stream, okay? It was not a fucking cliff.
Whatever. You don't fucking remember. It was getting ready to fall.
I don't remember it was there.
Okay? So my truck was stuck. I couldn't get it out. It was like beach sand.
It was sandy.
I started walking up this hill, and these drunk guys in this Ford F-250 came cruising down the hill. They hooked up to my fucking truck, and they pulled me out like it was nothing.
And they gave us a beer.
So they gave us a beer too. I will never, ever talk shit on Fords. I respect Fords. I don't think I'd ever own a Ford, but I respect
Like 6 months later, I made him take the bitch tires off and put big tires on.
Yeah. I had shitty.
So now I have big tires on the truck.
Yeah.
And he drives a bitch car.
It's a commuter!
It's a commuter, apparently.
Wow!
Apparently, his little bitch car is now called a commuter car.
It's a 2013 Toyota Corolla Sport. Gets good gas mileage and takes my ass to work. I got a 140-mile commute round trip every day.
And usually it smells pretty good.
Does the fucking job.
Usually it smells good.
But,
it doesn't smell like butt.
Like I said, I don't talk shit on Fords because I respect Fords. But honestly, I can't afford the payments. I mean, I can afford the payments, but I couldn't. I mean, we could make it work, but it's just a little bit too much.
Yes.
To get
Phil,
like
you changed the tire on that truck. The tires used to be smaller, believe it or not. Smaller.
Yes. That's my truck. That's the first full-size truck I ever bought. I'm proud of that truck.
He actually had just bought that truck 3 weeks before I met him. So when I met him, he had this brand new truck, a really nice car.
She had a 2001 Echo that was fucking falling apart.
It was not even falling apart. It wasn't coming close to falling apart. Not at all. It wasn't falling apart until he took it over and he started fucking driving.
I started using it as a commuter. I think I got 320,000 on that fucking
the worst thing, so the worst thing about my Echo, somebody keyed it before it was even mine.
They took all the emblems off.
And somebody took the emblems off.
But I'm
before
pretty
it
sure,
was mine, somebody did all this shit.
Towards the end, I think it was 320-something thousand. The training started going out.
Yeah.
And it was time. So we just traded it in. I think we... No,
we didn't even trade it in.
we donated it. We donated the
cars
fucking
for kids.
That's right.
We did.
And we put $1,500 down on the Corolla. The Corolla's been a good fucking car. If anybody has a shitty commute, go with the Corolla or
nice. There's enough room in the back for all 3 of the kids too.
There's enough back. Yeah, there's enough room in the back.
I mean, they're all out of car seats, but
Well, fuck the kids, but you could do stuff.
Fuck the kids.
There's a lot of room.
You probably get more. Just gonna say you probably get more play in the trunk. I mean, really, you're probably gonna get more play in the trunk. I don't know what kind of person you are, but I don't know. So I have no idea what else to talk about right now.
Well, we've dwindled
I have
in views.
I have a decent buzz sinking in right now.
So what's everybody doing for Christmas? We're staying home.
Well, we're hosting.
We're hosting, but we're not going to have too many people here. It's just more about the nieces and nephews and stuff like that. It'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, we just had a conversation about like how the family has just kind of shrunk over since we met. What, like almost 10 years ago?
Yeah. Well, I was just like basing it on how it was when I was a kid. Like Christmas was fucking huge. Like there were so many people there. It was probably like throughout the night, like friends and family would come over, like in and out.
Yeah.
It was probably like total like over 40 people just in and out of my grandparents' house when I was a kid. Just the excitement and everyone partying, having a good time, and it's like now it's like, I mean, maybe there aren't enough kids and siblings,
well, the kids
not
are
enough
definitely
aunts and uncles and stuff, but everyone's fucking dead, or a lot of things happen with the election that has caused people in the family not to speak to one another anymore, which I think is
sad.
Pretty fucking stupid, honestly. I mean, you know, you get it, you have one view on shit, and another guy has another view. It doesn't mean you need to end a relationship. You still love each other, your family.
Well, and it's going to take time.
I mean, there's even shit in this house to where she has certain political views and I have political views, but it's not like, oh, fuck you, I want a divorce. And it's kind of like how it's been in this family. It's like, fuck you, you know, I'm done with you. And that's sad because, you know, it's a good thing to be with your family and shit at Christmas, and then, you know, those people don't...
Bella fucking sound like bubbles right now.
No, I'm just saying, it's because you only see these people a couple times a year.
Yeah, some of
So if they're not showing up to family functions, you're not going to see them. And that's fucked. I mean, honestly, it's pretty fucked. And it's sad that people...
For the neutral parties, for the Switzerlands of the family that are like, we really want to hang out with everybody, and like, we don't care what you
like,
think,
that's how we are. We have our political beliefs, and trust me, they are fucking different in this house. But we don't preach. Like, if you go back and like look at any of our Facebook posts or Instagram posts or anything, they're not like sided at all. We don't take sides. We don't preach our shit. We keep it to ourselves. We might talk in this house about certain things, but I respect other people's opinions. And, you know, I'm not
I mean, just because we see something a certain way doesn't mean that it's... We want everybody to have the same liberties and to be able to...
Yeah, I mean, in the end, we're all fucking human beings, and, you know, we need to be good to one another. So it doesn't matter what party, you know, side of the party you fall on.
Dude, I posted just like, I think it was like 2 years ago. All this human race needs is one solid alien invasion to unite it. That's really all we need. I mean, like, Independence Day had it right. Like, one alien invasion. Who said it? Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
One alien invasion, and we're all united as a fucking human race. And it's kind of fucked up, but it's like, dude, I think we're just all squabbling and fighting and amongst each other, but we don't realize that there are greater threats to us as a humanity than who's fucking who, and who's got fucking vagina and who's got a dick today. Like, it really doesn't matter.
Well, I think that's the thing. Like, me and Rhiannon we're down the middle. Like, we're kind of
usually.
But we have friends that are really liberal in their beliefs. And we're cool with that. Whatever. And we have friends that are fucking really conservative, like gun-toting, fucking shack in the wilderness.
And that's cool too. Like, whatever you're gonna do, whatever you want to do. Like, we want everybody to be able. That's my Chris's wish. I want everybody to just be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do. It doesn't hurt me or anybody else. I mean, like, legitimately injure. Not my feelings are hurt. But legitimately
it actually hurts to see the family bickering.
It does.
You know, against one another.
Yeah.
That's what hurts. And, you know, people are set in their ways and they don't really give a fuck who they trample in the process, and just...
Well, trample, I don't know. I think that a lot of it has to do with, like, blinders, I guess. Like you can't really see, outside of your own thought process. And even though you feel like 100%, like whatever it is that you think is right is all that matters, and everybody else is a fucking idiot. You can't say that because that in and of itself makes you a fucking idiot. Because if you can say definitively that this person or that person or whatever is wrong or right or, neutral or whatever, you can definitively say anything. You really cannot. Yeah. I mean, how could you possibly? There are so many possibilities, so many end results. I mean, just even in like the most basic shit, we can fucking argue over whether or not a dress is fucking blue or gold. Yeah. Seriously, we can argue over color of a dress.
I mean, that's, some of the things that like...
It's all
not really allowed in my house, and I don't post anything on Facebook about it, is, race, religion, and politics. It just doesn't, keep it to
religion, we just don't have any.
Well,
so I guess that works out. That works out. But we're fine if somebody else wants to have theirs. Like, that's not our problem. Yeah. If somebody else wants to have their religion, it doesn't matter. So, I mean, like, get on this fucking, politics tangent, and it sounds ridiculous, but it's fucked up.
It really needed to be said, though.
This year above all years, I feel like a lot of families are feeling like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of families that are, seeing people not show up, or I've seen a lot of posts like, oh, well, gotta deal with my Trump uncle. You know what? You do, because your Trump uncle deals with you. Yeah. Sorry, but that's life. That's being a grown-up, and you can either fucking live with it, or you can fuck off.
I mean, the bottom line is this. If you really think Trump or Hillary or Bernie or Gary Johnson gives a fuck about you, you're delusional. They don't give a fuck about
you. Right?
So you're kind of a fucking idiot by taking whatever any of them say to the grave and just fucking fighting for it.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot. I mean, seriously. So
I think that the biggest thing that we could do as an American people is unite.
Yeah, and be with our people.
If we all just said, hey, you know what, fuck you, I'm American, and I'm gonna stand by my American neighbor, and I'm gonna stand here and say, you know what, government, you can fucking eat my shorts because you're fucking me in this way, this way, this way, and this way.
I mean, honestly,
we're all getting fucked.
I mean, honestly,
it just depends on what end you're getting fucked in.
If you think Hillary would have made it better, if you think that Hillary would have made it worse, and the same with Trump,
I don't know that there is a human being alive right now that could make anything better.
I mean, it is what it is right now. It's not going to get any better.
No.
I mean, terrorism rules the world right now.
Unfortunately.
Hate rules the world. Hate rules our country. And, you just got to be on the side that is against hate. Saying that makes me liberal or, coming down with an iron fist and fighting terrorism and hate, if that makes me a uber conservative, then whatever, so be it. I think in the end, the common American wants the same goal, and that's peace and liberty and
peace and
the
liberty.
Pursuit of happiness.
The pursuit of happiness. This should be the American way, and it's not, and it's fucked because we're all sitting here just scrambling around trying to fucking afford Christmas presents.
Yeah, and honestly, I blame the media and our politicians for making it a war amongst themselves.
The media can.
It doesn't need to be a war against Americans. It should be a united front, and we need to fight terror and hate, not.
Let's see, false news. The media, social media. Seriously. So I just remember fucking rest in peace, Paul Walker. So, like, however many years ago that was now, like 3 years ago, the poor guy, Paul Walker, I feel bad.
Paul's waiting, just chilling, waiting for the zombie apocalypse.
Phil? You said Paul.
Or Phil.
I saw it.
Paul.
Okay.
Hey, Paul.
So I fucking got busted on fucking social media because I had some kind of heartless post about Paul Walker. Because the fucking social media network was going insane about Paul Walker. But what most of them didn't even know is that he was actually a huge humanitarian and did a lot of stuff really
good. And didn't, like, Nelson Mandela, like, die?
Nelson Mandela died the next day and nobody even knew. They thought it was fucking Morgan Freeman. Seriously, this is the fucking world that we live in, and this is an amazing song. So on a side note, I met this band, Lit, right? I met this band in like 98. I have a tank top with their fucking signatures all over it. But I had like a huge raging mohawk, drunk. I think I was high on acid or something. So while I was getting the signatures from this band, the singer guy, who I couldn't tell you his name, asked to touch my mohawk and rub the side of my head that was shaved. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty fucking cool.
And she gave the drummer a handy, and she got an autograph out of it.
In public. In a
handy
line.
in public. She doesn't give me a handy in public.
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
Right? And our kids in the living room.
Shut up! Go to bed!
Mom, that's gross!
Go to bed!
It's all a lie. I didn't give anybody a handy. But I did get a signature on my tank top of all their fucking shit. And I think I saw them and Blink-182 and I know a handful of other people at Paw Paw Theater in fucking Fresno.
So Phil wants to know what makes us happy.
Because there was no question mark at the end of that. I think it was just a statement.
Oh.
So, comma, what makes you happy, period.
Oh.
Do what makes you happy. Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
Oh my god, I hate this fucking song. So, random fact about me. I 100% fucking hate Green Day.
And I love Matchbox 20. But I think we both agree, fuck Nickelback.
Fuck Nickelback and Metallica. I fucking hate Metallica. Okay, so
you know Phil's on here, right?
Yeah, I know. Sorry,
Phil fucking
and
loves
sorry,
Metallica.
Steve. I know that you. I fucking hate Metallica. Dude, Phil probably already knows I hate Metallica. I've hated Metallica since I was like 13. I hate Metallica. I just do. Ride the Lightning was a great album, and then I don't know what happened. They just got fucking weird and fucked, and I don't know. They're just douchebags, so I hate them. And I also hate Green Day because of the same reason. I can't stand them. Dookie album was awesome. I love it. And I can't fucking stand anything else after that. Gwen Stefani's the same way. No Doubt Radio Days. Check it out. It's fucking like old school ska. Fucking like 94-ish is awesome. Even Tragic Kingdom is awesome too. Beyond that, I'm good. I don't care. I fucking hate Green Day. I don't know what the fuck song this is.
I don't really listen to music anymore. I listen to a lot of Star Wars podcasts and AM radio because I'm old as fuck.
I listen to music all the time because that's all I ever do because music is my fucking life. I love it.
So when we're, oh, never mind. I forgot that the kid was still down. Let's just say in certain situations, stations are put on the Pandora, Lana Del Rey.
He's all pissed because I
don't know if this is stuff that gets you in the mood.
No, it's just on. Like, it just comes on.
It doesn't really work for me.
So, when I turn my Pandora on...
Like, you know what works for me? Like, Peter Frampton. The Doors.
Oh, the Doors are good.
Fucking, I don't know. Like, even a little Aerosmith. Maybe some Hendrix. That gets me going.
Bad Company.
Bad Company? That gets me going.
Bad Company,
Lana
Boston.
Del Rey, 21 Pilots.
That's that kid. 21 Pilots.
Trying to think of who else comes on this channel. Adele. Whatever.
Adele never comes on there.
I don't fucking know.
It's an indie channel.
That's the only kid singer I know right now.
No.
It doesn't do anything.
Florence and the Machine comes on. Fucking Halsey.
I think I saw Florence and the Machine on a porn site one time.
I think it's a different machine.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, fucking Skinnerd. Sure. Dude, all of them are great. All of them are great. Boys to Men is on right now. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Gotta turn up for this guy. So you know what else this guy likes? Spice Girls.
I do like the Spice Girls.
Girls.
It reminds me of like 97, 98.
Spice Girls and fucking Biggie.
Oh yeah. But I don't know. It just reminds me of like my adolescence, and it was good times. I had a lot of good times. It was cool. It's not like I would have went to a Spice Girls concert. Well, maybe I would. I don't know.
You probably would have. Dude,
Who is your favorite Spice Girl? 1-800-DRUNK-LIVE.
1-800-DRUNK-LIVE. Who's your favorite Spice Girl? Question of the day.
Might shock you. Scary Spice. I don't know. My favorite Spice Girl. I don't know. I had lots of friends that were into like Ginger Spice, but I don't know.
I wasn't really.
Not my thing. I like Scary Spice, and Baby Spice was cute, I guess. But I wasn't into Sporty Spice or what was the other one? Posh Spice.
And Ginger.
Not my thing.
I don't know.
Spice World.
Spice World.
Yes.
Dude, that shit was on TV.
My favorite Spice Girls song is Two Become One. And I really like that song, and I love the video that accompanied that song. It's pretty good.
Two Become One.
Two Become One.
Because they were all like slow-mo.
It was like slow-mo, like traffic and stoplights.
But then like the background was all fast, but they were super slow.
Yeah. It was hot, dude. It was hot. I don't know.
Not my thing.
Good stuff.
I was listening to like underground punk while you were listening to that stuff.
Yeah.
I was. Music is the shit. I love it. I feel like
I really don't know what the fuck has happened to me. Like, I listen to a lot of, what is it, 580 KMJ.
Dude, I get in this guy's car and I'm like
fucking 60 years old. And then, like,
you get in my car and he's like, did you blow the speaker?
Probably like 3 or 4 days out of the week, I run my Star Wars podcast. I listen to like a ton of them.
I am so grateful that he listens to this podcast shit, not at home. Because there's one podcast and it's like the guy's fine, like there's nothing wrong, but his voice is like.
Yeah. He's a heavier set guy with kind of nasal.
No, I'm talking about the other one, Bueller. Bueller. The one that's got like that super Canadian accent and like very monotone, and you could.
He's a book reviewer. Yeah, there's a guy that does Star Wars book reviews that he'll put you to sleep. His voice is actually really relaxing.
Dude, this guy will listen to him at night, and I'm like playing on a game, and then I'm like.
Well, she's like, why are you sitting there listening to like reviews of like movies and books
that you've already seen and read? Not just reviews of movies and books, but reviews of movies and books that you've already seen and read.
Because I feel like listening to that kind of stuff will help me understand more, and then maybe if I missed something, it'll help.
I think maybe just
because I got to have every little juicy fucking nugget out of everything.
You are a juicy nugget. I think my comprehension is just slightly higher than yours.
Oh, absolutely. You're fucking smarter. We know that.
I get it. Like,
hello,
I get it.
I'm just a grease monkey.
Hello, McFly.
Yeah. I'm just a grease monkey.
You're not. However, dude, this guy will fucking. So we were watching the Sam Witwer, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze, Sam Witwer.
Why the fuck Freddie Prinze Jr. was even on this, I don't know. Just to fucking be adorable and sit there and be cute. I have no idea. But he was on fucking Schmoes Schmodown.
It's on Collider. It's a YouTube channel. They do movie
trivia. So they do movie trivia on. So Tuesdays are teams. Fridays, which when we're done here.
It's the Schmodown Spectacular. I've been saying Schmodown Spectacular.
Schmodown Spectacular.
So I think it's like 4 or 5 matches. So it's gonna be like a few hours.
Yes. So when we're all done here, we're gonna go and fucking sit in our huge pajama pants.
But anyways, what was it? Was it Tuesday? So Tuesday they had a Star Wars trivia.
Yes, it was all Star Wars, and it was what? Awesome. John Campea.
Yeah, John Campea and Ken Napzok, which work at Collider versus Freddie Prinze.
They're both constantly on Jedi Council, so they should know all the Star Wars trivia. And then Freddie Prinze Jr., which anybody who's anybody, especially if you lived through the 90s, should know who Freddie Prinze Jr. is.
Well, he's married to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
He is. They called him Freddie Prinze Jr. Geller.
But he also voices Kanan Jarrus on Star Wars Rebels animated
on Disney, yeah. So there's that. But then there's Sam Witwer, who, if you have ever
you tell him what you know about Sam, and then I'll tell you what I know about Sam.
If you have ever seen a single episode of Being Human, the American version, you know who Sam Witwer is because he plays Aiden. Everybody knows Aiden from fucking Being Human. Yeah.
So
anyway, so he does the voice of like
he does
Darth
the voice
Maul,
of Darth Maul, Emperor Palpatine, and he did the voice of Starkiller in the Force Unleashed video games.
Dude, so this guy, he's pretty hunky.
He's a fucking encyclopedia of fucking knowledge.
This guy fucking knows everything.
I'm pretty fucking knowledgeable. Like, I think I only missed out of, like, I think it was, like, 30 questions.
He was a pretty damn good contender in the whole thing.
And that one question had to do with who created the creatures for the movies. That was the only one I
like a background kind of question, but otherwise this guy fucking knows. But I was 100%, not even 100%, like 50% blown away by Sam Witwer and how much he actually knew.
He's good.
Like, dude, the Star Wars geekdom transcends everything. It transcends cool. It transcends hot. It transcends fucking movie stardom. If you are a Star Wars fan, you're a Star Wars geek. It doesn't matter what you look like or what you do for a living.
I don't care.
Well, dude, this guy, I mean, like I'm saying, if you've seen Being Human, if you know who Sam Witwer is, you're like, wow.
He's a stud, dude.
This guy's a fucking stud.
He's a good-looking dude.
He's a stud. He is, and if you know this character, you know that he's just kind of studly on the fucking show anyway. And he's a vampire, which makes it automatically hotter.
He looks like a vampire in real life.
Oh, he totally does because he's super white. But, dude.
He's fucking ripped, too.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, he is.
He's wearing tight pants.
Dude, this guy fucking killed it. But I hear there is some kind of...
Yeah, there's a controversy. So it was some type of question. And
no, so it was what...
It was what Freddie Prinze put down.
Yes, but the question was, what did Han Solo call Lando Calrissian? And he says something about, what are you, you're a swindler. Yeah. And he wrote nerf herder.
Yeah, it was
which is totally not correct.
But the judges didn't see it. The judges didn't see it, so they counted as a point. The match goes to sudden death, and Witwer and Prinze win.
But it should have never gone to sudden death.
It should have never gone to sudden death. So I don't know if there's going to be a fucking rematch.
No. Christian Harloff said there would not be a rematch.
So they were saying that Ken Knapsack was going to go head-to-head with Witwer.
Okay, Cindy. My friend Cindy knows Being Human. Being Human has a BBC version, which is the original, and they have a human version. Aiden, who's played by Sam Witwer, does all these voices for the cartoon versions of Star Wars shows. We all know he's a fucking hunk. He's a Star Wars encyclopedia too.
He's good. He's real fucking good.
I was pretty impressed.
And it's funny because we got everything right. Everything they answered, I got right, and we both missed on the same.
Dude, and they were some crazy questions. They were not like just like he is a fucking fanboy. I've seen Star Wars a fucking shit ton of times. I talked to this guy. I fairly well know Star Wars. I haven't read the books. I don't necessarily know what's going on in the comics. I kind of get legend stuff. They didn't ask any questions. I mean, I think I got like 5 questions right because they were asking all these like technical questions.
They were like medium level questions. They were.
Some of them were pretty hard. Some of them you were like,
It took me a minute to get it, but I eventually got it.
But for you, that'd be like somebody asking you a fucking Buffy question. Be like, oh, well, like, I know the answer to that question, but you wouldn't fucking know. Why would you know that question?
And that's what's kind of sad is that maybe I put, like, all my eggs in one basket. Like, all my knowledge and interest in the Star Wars when I could... I followed...
You could be watching porn.
No. Really? But, like, I watched Doctor Who with her. I love Doctor Who. It's cool. But I really couldn't tell you all the characters' names.
See, and a lot of times I'm watching Star Wars and I'm getting Doctor Who planets confused with Star Wars planet. Yeah. I'm like, Gallifrey! Oh, no, that's not right. No, that's too obvious.
But it's different between, like, being a fan of a fandom, of, like, a franchise, and being obsessed, which...
Alright, so Cindy, who is my Being Human fan, I loved the show too. I watched every episode. Netflix has the BBC version if you want to watch it.
And I might actually watch it just to see him because
I'll have to find the sci-fi version, the American version. So
they did it like the Black Mirror. How Black Mirror.
Yeah, they did like a remake or.
If you guys haven't watched that show's fucking.
Black Mirror's good. So if you
speaking of fucking shows,
I'm talking. Hold on. So Cindy, go on YouTube and look up. What is the Schmodown?
Go to Collider on YouTube, and then go to Schmodown tournament.
Donna #1. Donna. Rank your companions. Donna's #1. Who's your #1?
You know who my #1 is.
Rose.
It's Rose.
Always Rose. But always, I wouldn't even call her a companion. Like, I'm not even going to put her in the companion category. River Song trumps all.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's my girl.
But not companion.
She's not companion. Favorite character?
River Song is one of what
sure. That's my favorite.
Her own thing. And beyond River Song, dude, Captain Jack.
And she's fucking gorgeous.
Jack Harkness is one of my favorite.
Dude, Alex Kingston's fucking gorgeous. I'm sorry. She's fucking.
And I'm totally okay with that.
She's beautiful.
This guy has a thing for kind of older chicks, and it's
dude, like my thing, like she's not even like. I mean, she's old, but she's not like super old. But she's been a thing since like. I don't even fucking know. Like I don't even know how old I was, but Drew Barrymore. That's always been #1.
Well, you know, Alex Kingston was on ER.
Yeah. But Drew's always been like #1 for me. I don't fucking. Drew Barrymore, not Drew Harper. Just to clarify, if someone like pops in right here.
And they're like, oh, you're in love with your wife's brother? Your brother-in-law? No. My brother's name is Drew.
My #2, because I have like a #3, or I have a 3 list. So, Vera Farmiga from Bates Motel, and what's it, The Conjuring, and fucking all kinds of shit. She's been in everything. She's gorgeous. I do have a thing for older women. I don't know.
Now, like not before, but now.
And then Alex Kingston, she's fucking gorgeous, and Jennifer Aniston.
That's your 3. So.
That's my 4. That's my 4 right there. Jennifer Aniston. I don't know what it is. Something about her. Always. I don't know what it is. But.
I don't know.
Alex Kingston. I mean, she's gorgeous. I don't know. Just does it for me.
Okay, I'm not a huge fan of Martha, but I like Clara.
The Martha Jones?
Martha Jones. She's okay, but if you've ever seen like old school Doctor Who, which plays on channel 13.7, if you have antenna like we do.
Analog or whatever the fuck.
What? You can watch old school Doctor Who. That plays every night at 7 o'clock. Sarah Jane is the shit, dude. And she also plays in a couple of episodes on the actual new Doctor Who. I believe she's passed away by now, but.
So yeah, what was yours?
What?
Donna. I'm a Rose guy. I just like Billie Piper. She's awesome.
He likes big teeth.
Favorite Doctor? I'm a 10 guy. She's an 11 guy. She used to be a 10 guy until she found 11.
But these go to 11.
10 guy's cool, dude. Fucking
10's cool.
long coat. Fucking.
But
it's all
dude,
good, dude.
I totally respect it. I totally respect a good 4.
Yeah, 4 is cool. And cool fact about 4, Mr. Baker, he does the voice of the Bendu in Star Wars Rebels.
Everything always comes back to Star Wars. We should do
and Felicity Jones, Jen Erso,
was on fucking Doctor Who. She was on the fucking Agatha Christie episode. Yep. Hey, we should do a 6 degrees.
Viewers are just fucking dropping.
Because we're talking nerd shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, we should do a 6 degrees to Star Wars show.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking fun.
That'd be cool.
So, what can we talk about now?
Is Phil still here?
Phil. I
gotta respect the Phil. Where's Phil? If Phil's gone, I'm talking Star Wars. If Phil is still here, then I'm not.
Dude, at 9 needs more followers. 9 needs more peeps, for sure.
Does anybody know why 9 only had 1 run? Was that like a scheduling thing, or
maybe
creative decided that they were going to go?
12's been on forever.
12 doesn't get it. enough credit. I think he just, to a lot of people, it comes across as like this grumpy old man.
But what happened is that there's a new generation of Who fans who are coming in and they're like 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's all we know, and 12 is the old man. But in reality, the young guys are the oddballs.
Yeah.
Doctor has always been old. So
well, that's the thing is that 9, 10, 11, they had good stories, but I think most of the compelling shit has been with 12. A lot of the story tie-ins and
going back to Gallifrey and finding
little nods and stuff. They've been with 12, and I like Peter Capaldi. He's cool.
He's an angry owl. But I'd like to see who comes on next. And I know they keep talking about a woman, and I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if I would go a woman for Doctor Who.
You know who would make a great doctor? Dr. 13. CGI. Peter Cushing. I'm fucking in. Let's fucking do it.
No.
No?
No.
I'm fucking in.
No.
Okay.
No. I don't know. I have no idea. We don't have cable anymore, so I don't get to watch British shows as often anymore.
Would it be too much to ask for an American doctor?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Way to Americanize everything there, Gilmore.
I don't know. Just one time. Let's do an American doctor.
No.
One season.
No.
No?
Dude, David Tennant's fucking Scottish, and he covered up his Scottish accent just so he could be a fucking English doctor.
I have a doctor.
His name is Dr. Sheik, and he fucking sucks.
And I think it might work. See if anybody's on board. Jeff Goldblum. No? It'd be cool. One season.
Hello? Are there gonna be any aliens on this alien ride?
Just one season, Jeff Goldblum. Going ape shit on the TARDIS with all the scientific shit. Just give me one season. It might be fucking cool. It might be cool. Come on, give me a little bit of fucking credit here.
Christopher Walken.
No. Hell no. No Walken.
No.
Goldblum, dude. Goldblum would be fucking awesome. Come on. Give me some credit.
All right. Jeff Goldblum's a hunk, so I'm okay with anything he does.
He is a hunk.
So speaking of hunks, can we just talk about Jeffrey Dean Morgan for just a second? Can we talk about how we want to fucking kill him and kind of strip him naked at the same time?
Piss in your pants yet?
Dude, is anybody else just wholly in love with Negan?
It's one of those things. It's you want it to fucking end because you want this guy to meet his end.
I don't want him to kill anybody else.
At the same time, it's you just want to keep it going because you want to see what happens. But this fucking guy, he is so fucking intriguing and annoying at the same time. And people have had the opportunities to take this fucking guy out, and they can't do it. Carl had a fucking chance. Rosita had a fucking chance. And they can't do it. But I like this character, dude. He doesn't give a fuck. And then I had a coworker who was doing an impression of him where he leans back hella far, almost doing you know what I'm talking about? Just fucking hella.
Dude, this guy started doing in the fucking kitchen. This guy started doing in the kitchen. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't know. It's just.
No, okay, so I sent you that meme though, where Woody comes out of the Big Papa Winchester. That's what I always say when I see him. This guy has no idea. When Woody comes out of the box, he's like, "Hey, dude, it's Negan." He's all leaned back.
Negan, dude. I mean, if he could lean any further, he'd be fucking doing the limbo, dude. Seriously, he's fucking.
It's a great song.
Well, what do you think? One more, or you want to go a little bit?
One more. I have to pee, so I can get one more if you want.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta hang on. You gotta hold this on.
Oh, we're gonna talk some Rogue One real quick.
I don't think we're gonna talk Rogue
Just
One.
a little bit. We're gonna talk some.
You can keep talking. Keep talking.
Just a little bit.
Hey.
Yeah.
Some more. What we were just talking about.
I don't know what the fuck you were talking about, but.
Really?
A couple things about Rogue One.
No. Hey.
What?
We were just talking about fucking Walking Dead.
Oh, The Walking Dead. It's on hiatus, Tucker. Anyways, so Rogue One. There's been a lot of critics about this movie, but they can eat my ass. This movie was great. Has a lot of fucking good talking points that you could get into, especially if you're a a huge fan. There's a lot of nods, a lot of Easter eggs and shit. But a lot of people are complaining that the score sucked, character development. Even certain people are bitching about CG of like certain characters, whatever. I mean, I think they did the best that they could with the technology they were given. And who's to say in like 10 years that they couldn't go back and like fix it and like touch it up like how they did, with the original trilogy. But overall, great movie. I think that certain characters, they may have needed a little bit more backstory, but we might get that with like books and I don't know, like animated series or whatever. But overall, great movie. I have no complaints. And people that are talking shit about the score, I actually took the whole score. Someone had it on YouTube, so I just listened to it on the way home from work, and I have an hour to listen to it. I listened to most of the score last night, and it was all right. It wasn't like a fucking 10 out of 10, but the guy had 4 weeks to fucking do the score because the original guy that was going to score the movie fucking he got let go or he backed out. We don't really know the story. But the guy had 4 weeks to come up with a musical number for this fucking movie. And I think that he did a great job. So, the only thing, like we said last week when we were on here, the movie could have had a crawl. It would have worked with a crawl. And the opening title thing that comes across was a little off. But with time, you will get used to it. But, the way they used Darth Vader and certain characters, it was perfect. Like, more people are bitching about, we needed more Vader. And it's like, you don't need more Vader. Vader did what he had to do in that movie. And it was just enough. If you would have had more Vader in that movie, it would have taken away from Jin and Cassian and Bodhi and Chirrut and Baze, Saw, all these people. The actual
story?
The actual story itself and what these characters were trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
This is not, like I said from the beginning, it's not Darth Vader's movie. This is a movie about hope and the rebellion and what these people sacrificed in order to get the plans of the rebellion for the ultimate destruction of Death Star. It's as simple as that. But the way they used Vader, it was just enough. It was perfect. A lot of people are saying some of the lines were cheesy or whatever. I thought they were perfect. To me, that wasn't Darth Vader talking. That was Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker was snarky, cocky. He had a play on words. That was just the way he was. So when he said that, you're kind of getting it tied in between Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader. It's as simple as that. So people that have problems with this movie need to seriously fuck off. Because in my opinion, and I might go against like popular beliefs and shit like that, I'm sorry. This is the best altogether put together Star Wars movie I've ever seen in my life. And as of right now, it might change in a few months when the hype goes away. This is the best Star Wars movie. Character-wise, story-wise, dialogue. I'm sorry, dialogue means something in prequels. Special effects.
Said it. You just said
space battles.
Space battles!
Nods to the past. Easter eggs. You fucking name it. Everything is in this movie. Okay?
Okay. No.
So, right now, it's number 1 to me. That might change. It might go back to Empire being my favorite. Which has been
Empire
since
is everybody's favorite because it's the best.
It's the popular fucking
But
force.
Here's the thing. You cannot have the best being this movie without the other movies. And that's what's fucking awesome about it. It's like a paradox. You cannot have one without the other. And so this is just like, this is an amazing icing on the cake. This is like a perfect tie-in.
It was like we were saying last week, it complements New Hope. Like, seriously,
Totally.
Like I said, we came home, she threw New Hope at me. Fucking put it in. Because you have to watch it as soon as you watch this movie.
Yes.
But, this movie, by itself, if it was the only Star Wars movie ever made, it could stand on its own. And it would be fucking good. you would get...
Oh, it's a great movie.
You would get what's going on, what the end game is. And for people that are just fucking bashing it, this fucking movie's made over $420 million since its opening. And, you know, a lot of that is fans like me that have gone and seen it multiple fucking times, that respect the movie and respect the franchise. And for people just to go in and bash a guy that had 4 weeks to score a movie, you know, let's see you try to sit there and come
Universal
up... You know, let's see you try to come in and score a movie in 4 weeks, come up with a musical compilation for every single scene that's edited for that movie. Let's see you try to do that.
Right.
You know, and for the people that are bashing the certain CGI scenes, you know, let's see you get on a fucking computer and try to make a better Grand Moff Tarkin.
Well, I think what... So if you haven't seen the movie yet, my husband just dropped a huge spoiler, and we apologize.
It fucking pisses me off, seriously.
I know, you're going on a tangent.
I know.
I walked away, and we were talking about how hot Jeffrey Dean Morgan is.
That's just my rant on
and I come
Star
back,
Wars.
And you're fucking dropping huge spoilers.
It's fucking bullshit, man. I mean, it's just...
Sorry. You're pissed. Okay. Just super side note. We're kind of cramped in this area at this table in the bar because we are on a teeny tiny screen, and so we need to make sure that everybody can see us, because I don't know what you guys can see and what you can't see. Well, I mean, kind of, because he's watching it on his phone. But he's on like a chair, and I'm on a chair, and our legs are all intertwined together, so I totally just accidentally kicked him and knocked much beer over his beard. But anyway.
But there's no movie, with the exception, there's one scene in Return of the Jedi, like one of the first or second times that I've seen the movie. Luke surrenders himself to Vader on Endor, and they kind of have this heart-to-heart, more on Luke's part, you know, don't deny your name and all that shit, and that name no longer has any meaning. That's a really emotional scene. When I was a kid, it kind of hit me. Up until then, I mean, there was some cool shit in The Force Awakens. It was like, yeah, you know, and, you know, I can think of, like, one scene where 3PO, like, pops out of nowhere and just enters the screen, you know. It was kind of an emotional scene. That this movie, Rogue One, got me emotional.
There was some serious fan service.
You know, at the end, you know, how old am I? 33? 34?
33.
33. So
you can say we're 34 for the next year, and then we can pretend like we didn't know.
Always forget how old I am. But, you know, 33 years old, grown man sitting there welling up, you know, getting ready to just fucking cry. At the end of that fucking movie, the last 25, 30 minutes of that movie is absolutely fucking perfection, in my opinion. They didn't fuck up at all. They didn't drop the ball. You know, they did what they had to do, and they, in my opinion, they fucking delivered. And they couldn't have done any better with what the technology has to offer nowadays. Like I said, in 10 years, they can go back, they can touch up. Fuck, Lucas did it with the original trilogy. We can go back and make shit.
Yeah, but he fucked it up.
He did. He had a lot of shit, but, I mean...
This fucking big old fucking thing.
But, I mean, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about Rogue One. Like,
that's all I've got to say about that.
It's to me, it's perfect. I don't have any fucking complaints. And a lot of people, you know, like I said, a lot of people were bashing the score. But I listened to the score yesterday, and if you really sat down and dive deep into the score, it's fine. It sounds like just another Star Wars score. So that's my rant. I'm fucking done. Sorry. It's fucking bugging me. Sorry. People can fuck off.
Well, now that
it's like Disney gave you this. They did all this cool shit. Disney Lucasfilm gave you this on a silver fucking platter and said, "Here you go, fans. Have it. Enjoy." And then you're like, "Well, I don't really like that." And it's like, you ungrateful son of a bitch. Just fucking enjoy what you got. Make the fucking best of it, and be grateful that they gave you some of the shit in the movie, because they could have went in a total fucking different direction and gave you some characters that you never fucking seen before, and you would never got to see fucking Tarkin. You would never got to see fucking Vader.
Spoiler.
You would never got to see fucking Leia.
Spoiler.
You would never even got to see Saw fucking Gerrera in the fucking movie.
Saw Gerrera is not a spoiler.
So fucking piss off. And I'm sorry, our fucking fans, we have a fucking problem. We're spoiled fucking brats. Is what we are.
Obviously, he's not talking about Drunk Live fans. He is talking about Star Wars fans.
And we critique every little fucking thing. And the people that bash George Lucas can seriously suck my balls. The guy fucking created everything.
Oh, thank the maker.
If you sat there and bash George Lucas, you're a fucking idiot. Because you know what? He thought of all this shit. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have anything to fucking bitch about. So fuck off.
Pretty much.
God bless George Lucas. That's why I'm going to fucking... I'm going to break into Lucas fucking ranch next year. Skywalker Ranch.
This guy watched Fanboys like 5 times.
No, but seriously, I want to go cruise past Skywalker Ranch. And then I want to go to Lucasfilm in the Presidio in San Francisco. And then I want to go to Rancho Obi-Wan in Petaluma. And I want to just make a Star Wars day. It's the world's largest Star Wars memorabilia toy. It's basically a fucking museum in the world. And we're going to go. I think we're going to go like next spring. It'll be fucking awesome. And what's cool is that you don't have to pay for anything. You just got to make a generous donation. And there's
generous donation. What exactly
like
of a generous
like I would seriously go in there, like at the end of the day when I was walking through Rancho Obi-Wan, because they have to keep all this shit pristine, they have to take care of it and all this shit. And they get like movie props and all kinds of shit. I drop a fucking, I would seriously drop a Benjamin in the tip jar on my way out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because George Lucas can't afford to keep that thing afloat, right?
It's not Lucas anymore, it's Steve Sampson. He's the guy that owns it.
You have just like knocked your fucking nerd notch up like 8.
I'm sick of, and you know what? Even people that don't even know Star Wars, that wouldn't watch Star Wars, they're not the ones bashing this fucking movie. It's the people that supposedly love this franchise that are fucking bashing. Hey, you can fuck off. Disney didn't ruin Star Wars. The Force Awakens was fucking awesome. And if you got a problem with that, fuck off. Disney didn't fuck anything up. If anything, Disney saved Star Wars. Because people bashed George Lucas over the fucking prequels, and George said, fuck it. You're not getting 7, 8, and 9. You didn't like the prequels? I'm not making shit. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to settle on these scripts and these ideas and these memos. I'm not putting anything out. You can fuck off. So just be grateful to Disney collaboration with Lucasfilm to bring you these movies and fucking embrace this great saga. Sit there and be a little bitch and just nitpick every fucking thing. Christian Harloff, fucking guy.
Did you just seriously call him out right now?
Because all he does is bitch about the score. I'm a huge fan of Jedi Council, but Christian Harloff sits there and has done nothing but just fucking rip this movie apart. John Schnepp.
I don't know if I don't think they did.
John
I really don't feel like
shit on CGI.
But
did they not do the best that they could? Could you go on and make it any fucking better?
No, what they're saying
you big hairy bastard.
Hey, what they're saying is maybe they should have just left it out. And like we were saying, not even an hour ago.
I love you, John Schnepp. I'm sorry.
He really does.
Big hairy bastard was fucking out of line.
Well, I don't know, because you're a big hairy bastard too, but like...
But I love Christian Harloff. He's just fucking... Seriously, buy the soundtrack. You know what, as a matter of fact, Christian Harloff, this is from me to you. Buy the soundtrack if you haven't already bought it. And then listen to Rebel Force Radio, Oxygen. And listen to Jimmy Mack as they break down the soundtrack with the different themes and shit. You have a whole new appreciation for the soundtrack. That's all I got to say.
Well, now that we've got about 10 minutes left to shoot the shit and drink our beers. Anyway, this one is Grinchy as fuck, obviously.
I am. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just... Maybe I'll be better tomorrow. Are you about done?
I suppose.
Well, we're going to be back.
New Year's Eve.
What's the plan?
I guess we'll fuck around New Year's Eve. We'll be back at some point on New Year's Eve.
I'm thinking like maybe we're going to
Dylan Hart number 6 release day.
We're going to go late. We're going to go deep, and we're going to go late. So I'm thinking like maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock. We're going to go on. We're
Pacific
going to go until midnight.
Pacific time.
Pacific time?
Yeah.
We're going to take this fucker to midnight because we have...
But
no
for
plans.
other people, though, it's not going to be midnight.
Well, I mean, hey, you live on the West Coast or you fucking dive out of the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? What?
Left coast?
Left Coast. Anyways, so let's just, let's leave it at that. We'll probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, we'll go on for like 3 hours. We'll go all the way to midnight. And if we got 0 people watching, I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
You might actually see us stand in the same pants.
Yeah, we can fucking do that. I don't care.
Let's party in the same pants.
But we'll be fucking lit. But on behalf of
we'll
the
be lit as fuck. I bought
Merry
a fucking
Christmas.
bottle of tequila.
Yeah, we're gonna be fucked up.
We'll be fucked up. That's for sure.
But like I said, on behalf of the Gilmores, Merry Christmas.
Or and, whatever you celebrate.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, I don't care. It's all the same shit.
Saturnilla.
It's all about family. It's all about giving and being thankful for what you have.
Like legit giving though, not to each other. Like
giving,
people who really need it.
Giving head. That matters.
That's it too.
That matters. Yeah, love the head. Yes, hearts for the head.
Gilmore.
Sorry. We'll be back on New Year's. We'll fucking do
New Year's Eve, Gilmore House. Anybody's welcome.
Yeah, and you can like if someone wants to come over and hang out, we'll fucking go live. Like you could be fucking back there. That could be you right here. Just grab a fucking chair.
Where the fucking shark
and roll up. Phil could be fucking right here.
That could be Phil.
Maybe with clothes on. I hope.
You have to have clothes on.
Okay, maybe naked.
Okay.
Maybe when she gets drunk and fucking passes out, you can get naked right here. Right here. Okay. But whoever, you come over.
Whatever.
Hang out.
We can party. We can move this further back. You can get more of the bar. You can get fucking everything. We'll set it up. It'll be fun.
It'll be cool.
I did try to set up like a new camera system and it didn't work out. So we're trying to figure out the situation right now. But Gilmore House is always open for New Year's. As per usual, always places to crash. There is a full bar, just bring mixers.
Always, man.
And your own beer.
Spring mixers, that's it. We always have rum and bourbon and whiskey and tequila and vodka.
Swish.
You fucking name it. We fucking got it.
Yeah. If you don't watch Trailer Park Boys, you should probably start getting on that because we talk about that a lot.
We quote the Trailer Park Boys.
We don't talk about it though. We just quote it. Like
we can do like a Trailer Park Boys episode.
We quote it like people know what we're talking about and they don't. Like we just. So our dream, our goal before we get done with this.
And I think we have. When do we have a Young Box coming? Like the first part of January?
Usually we get it like the second weekend of January.
Yeah.
So we can go live second weekend of January. But we would love for fucking Drunk Live to become a thing. So the more you share it with your friends, the more, even after the fact, even after we're live, tomorrow, whenever, tell your friends to come watch Drunk Live. These will be super fun. Just shoot the shit. I know sometimes we can get like on tyrants or we can get really boring, but.
I think you meant tangents.
What did I say?
Tyrants.
Close enough with this
She's
guy.
fucked. I don't know. But,
you are a tyrant.
But Merry Christmas, like we said. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever. But we hope that you guys are safe. And the weather's kind of shitty in the valley right now, so be safe on the roads.
It's rainy.
Luckily, I don't have to travel too far to enjoy my holiday tomorrow night for Christmas Eve, so that'll be cool. It's pretty fucked today. We got a decent storm in here. But,
I mean, it's good. We need rain, but...
Yeah, we need rain in the valley, but everybody be safe, and we love you guys, and thank you. I think we topped out at like 10 or 12 viewers tonight. Fucking pretty good, right? If we can get it to like 20, dude, I'd be fucking stoked. But
I think we need to do something crazy, like get in each other's pants.
But like everybody, like Phil and Caroline and Cindy and Selena and Stacy and Cheryl and Natalie and Christine. I didn't even know Christine was on. Hi, Christine, if you're still on. Devin, Phil, like I said, Steve, Andy didn't fucking show up because he's a fucking drunk idiot. Stacy,
Fire
whoever.
Bees.
Hey, Fire and Bees, he's got his own live broadcast. He's probably already on. He's probably pissed off.
Maybe we can get Andy down here for drunk New Year's. Get him down here doing stupid shit.
You know, everyone that showed up tonight, you know, we do it for you guys. We love just hanging out and shooting the shit and having a good time and sharing our beers, and hopefully you have a drink with us. But happy holidays.
It'd be really cool if one day we could all just like see each other.
Just do like a big live back here. Fucking people just come in.
People behind us would be cool.
It'd be fucking badass.
So we thought about doing drunk live at a bar. What was that, last weekend? Was it last weekend?
Yeah, we didn't even get into that.
Oh my god, so we went to the Star Wars pub crawl. But we were more into sitting than into crawling.
See, people are starting to come back now. So
what?
Raven.
So we didn't No, it's not Raven. So we didn't buy a fucking wristband or whatever, right? So we just went and we sat at our two favorite bars and we drank and we watched people come in. And it was one of those things, it's like, I love seeing people in cosplay. I really love seeing people in cosplay, and I won't talk shit about your cosplay. But there were some people that showed up, and I was like, are you just a part of this for the free drinks? I mean, really?
Well, I'm talking more about what happened a couple days ago.
What happened?
With Stones.
Oh my gosh, so one of our favorite places to stop and have the most amazing Bloody Mary and a steak for $12.
They make a killer fucking steak too. Don't get me wrong.
And I mean, it's not just a steak. I mean, you gotta get a steak sandwich, but it's like a 6-ounce fucking steak for $12, and you get like a delicious fucking piece of garlic bread.
Dude.
That place is old. So that place, the place next door, Strummers, which we've seen, it used to be called Starline.
So Sebastian Bach there.
Seen tons of fucking. I've been there lots of times. Meg Meyer. We saw Meg Myers. I've seen tons of other bands there. You know, he's not from here, so he's not. Right? We met the fucking Von Metzg and his buddies there for the first time. So, I mean, like, these two places are pretty much our hangouts. And, I mean, I've lived here forever. I've been in Tower Rat forever, so this is a really big deal. Fucking caught on fire and burnt. I mean, like, really, really bad. Burnt up. Not to the ground. I've heard some people say burnt to the ground, but not.
It did a lot of damage.
It did a lot of damage.
Thousands of dollars. And stuff, original stuff, that...
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head how old Livingstone's is, but it's really old.
This restaurant...
I think the biggest thing right now, though, is the fact that, I mean, there's tons of workers not working right now and not making money. So, I don't have a link or anything, but I could include one in there.
They have a GoFundMe.
They do. I mean, just look up Livingstone's on GoFundMe. You can donate.
Shoot them a couple bucks. I mean, we were going to do it. I mean, just give them a couple bucks. I mean, this place, you know, the way it's set up, I've never seen anything like it. It's almost kind of like a Cheers when you come in.
Kind of, yeah.
You know, you step down, and there's like brass railings, and the bar's there, and the seating, then you can go in the back, and there's the restaurant portion. Kind of has like a Cheers vibe. And,
it's cool.
I've always had a good time there. They make killer drinks. I've gotten fucking lit at that place. I've had great food.
Yeah.
And right next door, like she was saying, was Strummers, and we've
before it was even Strummers, when it was still Starline.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten to some great shows.
I think we celebrated Siobhan's brother Niall's 21st birthday there, if I remember right.
But
I don't remember.
Great, like, environment, just the whole Tower District in itself. And it's kind of a shame to see that happened. Hopefully, you know, they can rebuild quickly, because, I mean, I'll be the first one to show up when they open, just to give that place some business, because, I mean, there's been some times we've been in there, we got some shitty service, but trust me, they're fucking packed. I mean, when it is fucking rocking and rolling over there, they're packed. I mean, there's a reason why that, you know, they're probably, I mean, out of that whole area over there, they're probably like one of the number one bars. I mean,
they are. I mean, they've been there forever. They've really been there forever.
That and the Landmark. I mean, every time I go into the Landmark, that place is fucking packed. Kind of the same thing, just like a smaller setting.
After 8 o'clock, everything's packed up.
But
so I mean, if you get a chance, I'll find the link and I'll post it in the comments. Yeah. So that way everybody can.
Shitty situation.
So Look out for your fellow beer drinker this Christmas, obviously. I'm done. I don't have anything else to talk about right now. And I have to pee really bad.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll cut it short, but
cut it short. We've been on for almost 2 hours.
Okay, that's good. But we're gonna go 3 hours for New Year's. 3.5 hours.
I don't know that I can hold on to fucking awesome shit for 3 hours.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna have to do some crazy stuff. We're gonna have to bring in the fucking heavies.
I could do fucking magic tricks and all kinds
This guy's gonna have a fucking plastic bag Christmas beard.
I'll fucking dress up. I'll be Santa. I don't care. But let's do it. Let's do it. New Year's. Tell your friends.
Right here. Hashtag
Let's fucking
Drunk
do
Live.
it. Safe place to fucking be.
Oh yeah.
Stay at home or come over here. Have some fucking drinks. We'll get fucked up. And we'll have a good time. We'll interact. You tell us what you want to talk about. We'll talk. We don't give a fuck. We're pretty much open, like I said.
Fucking 1 hour truth or dare. Let's do it.
We'll do truth or dare. We'll fucking do strip poker. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not stripping.
But like I said, one of the biggest things, no religion, no politics.
Not allowed.
And it's just not a lot on here. I think we said what we needed to say.
You can get drunk as fuck, you can get high as fuck, but you're not going to get
high as
politics as fuck.
You get high as motherfucker. and seriously, like, I've worked at my job for going on 8 years, and I've never been drug tested. But I'm just so fucking scared that they're going to random.
Because now it's legal and now they can. I mean not that they can.
It is what it is. I don't care. You want to fucking smoke? Smoke. I mean, we drink like fucking fish. So.
Usually.
But that's the plan. So we'll meet back next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Week from tomorrow, right here, about
I'm thinking like 8:30. Yeah,
Pacific time.
Yeah.
Pacific time. 8:30 Pacific time. No matter where you are, if you're at a party,
love you, Chode.
Fucking put us on live. Set your phone up, plug it in, set it up. Fucking let us be live. Comment however you want to comment. Let us know what you want to talk about. Throughout the week, let us know what you want to talk about. We'll fucking get some shit together and maybe.
Yeah, we'll talk it all. I mean, we didn't even get into the Man in the High Castle, one of our favorite shows.
We didn't even stand in each other's pants.
We didn't stand in each other's pants. We didn't really talk too much about The Walking Dead.
I think I talked a lot about The Walking Dead. You changed the subject.
I mean, they're.
You said you should do mouse on the trampoline.
I'm not gonna do that.
That's not what we're doing.
The mouse is very tiny, my friend. The mouse is very tiny.
So
the trampoline's good size,
obviously you missed the part where we both have like huge sweatpants and we can we bought the same size.
Well, he came in late, so just tell him 8:30, 9 o'clock next weekend.
We will stand in each other's pants.
Saturday we'll be here.
We'll stand in pants at the same time.
Fuck it, I'll do it. I don't care. And I think we're gonna be taking shots of tequila next week. So
I'm gonna get fucking ripped.
And that brings me to my next point. One of the first beers I ever had when I was younger was tequila. It was like a tequila infused
I know what tequila is.
Bud Light lime.
I know what tequila is.
What happened to you, tequila? Why are you gone?
Because it sucks.
You were fucking delicious when I was fucking 15, 16 years old. What happened?
And
I could have swore I was over at Chode's house, this guy, Chris J. Lawson, and we killed almost a whole handle of fucking E&J brandy at his house one time. That was actually one of the, I'm pretty sure that was the first night I had a fucking cigarette. Pretty sure. Marlboro Light from Mr. Chris Bell. I think it was. Good times.
Nice. Wonderful.
Don't smoke anymore, but whatever.
Yeah.
But, anyways, we gotta go watch the Collider Schmodown. Spectacular. Fucking 4 or 5 matches tonight. It's gonna be like 3 hours.
So, if you're not doing anything after this, go onto YouTube and check out Collider.
Absolutely.
Schmodown.
It's a great movie. It's trivia. Especially.
M-O-E.
Yeah.
Down.
Just go to Collider. It'll be
right there.
It was uploaded.
Check it out. See how well you fare.
And if you love movie trivia, dude, this is your show. It's awesome.
We love movie trivia. We test each other all the time. I've so far beat you, except for in the Star Wars section, because I'm not that good.
All right, you done?
I am done, and I have to pee.
Love you, Chode. You need to come down one of these days.
We'll see you later.
Adios. May the force be with you.
Always.